Alright guys, welcome to Super Traveler. In this video I'm going to replace my rear brake pads on both sides. So I'm going to jack my rear end of my 4Runner with this, and then I'm going to put the stand to hold it up in the air. So let's get it started. I have already placed chock block on both front end to secure the vehicle from moving around once I lift up the vehicle. And alright, I'm going to lift the jack up so that I have a little bit of pressure here, so if anything goes wrong with the jack, I have 3 points supporting the vehicle. The tire. So I'm going to remove the 2 screws right here that's holding the brake caliper first, and after that I'm going to remove this housing that's holding the brake pads. Alright, counterclockwise is to loosen. So counterclockwise, it's loose. Loose. And this is a 17mm socket for all 4 bolts that you need to remove to replace the brake pads. Brake caliper is out, and place it, secure it someplace where it doesn't fall, so that there's no unnecessary tension on the line. Then you get a longer 17mm socket. Perfect. Got the top part loose. Alright, got the bottom. Alright, this is the one that lets you know if it's time to replace your brake. So you will start hearing some squeaking noise because this thin metal, as the brake pad gets thinner, it sticks out and it rubs again your rotor. So that's on the bottom. I still have plenty of brake remaining there, probably half from the original or the new brake pads. Anyways, let's get this going. And let's remove the old brake pads. And it's out. Let's remove this pin to out. the oil bushing, so let me pull this one out. And there you go, the old one. And press it down, lock it down, and then push up and out. From down, up, and out. Down, lock it there, push up and out. Down, up and out. So let me put some lube here where it touches the brake pad too. Where it touches the pin, put some grease and touch point. Alright, one end is inside, and make sure you take out the metal piece right here. Little this, just lightly push this out, and then maybe clean it a little bit. Put some lube. And make sure you know how it goes. It goes like this, right? So this one needs to go on the bottom. So this thing sticks out, and on the inside, that's the metal thing that will grind once the brake is less than safe, you know. So let's put this back in. Go. Okay, both sides are in, so I need to put new bushing here. So let me leave this a little bit so that it goes in easily. And use a screwdriver, a small screwdriver that goes inside the hole very easily, smaller than the hole, so that when you push this inside, you can take out a screwdriver without pulling the housing out. So let's do this. Do it very slow. Do not use any sharp object, if not then it will tear the bushing. Alright, it's in there, it's out on the other side, and that's good. That's for the bottom part. That's how it goes. So bottom part is the longer one, and let's do the top part. Go right here. If you are worried which side needs to go here in, just look at the bottom part, right? Just match it, so you know that this side needs to go in. So put a little bit of grease. And work your way in. Squeeze the bushing and press it inside. Right, there you go. Right, and there's a small bushing on the other side, on the top. And just use your nail or to take this one out. Again, just a little bit of grease here. Let me push this inside. Put this back in. Everything looks good. I have all 1, 2, 3, 4 clips there, and the metal thing that will let us know when it's time to replace the brake. Bushings are in, so we are good to go. Alright guys, I just put the brake pad housing and I have tightened the bolts to 76 pound-feet of torque. I pushed the brake pads inside so that it's touching the caliper. I just reset the caliper with my caliper tool right here. This will make your job a lot easier, so if you don't have that tool, get it. You can use it forever. And I'm going to grease the this part right here that pushes the brake pad when you press brake. So I'm going to grease that part. I'm going to grease this part because these are touching the outside of the brake pads. So I'm going to grease those points, and I'm going to put this together and torque the screws to 65 pound-feet of torque. And one of these grease is more than enough for set of brake job that will do. If you're doing all 4, get 2 of these. Alright, all greased. I'm going to put this a little bit on here too. That won't hurt. This is not touching the brake rotor. Okay, so let me, and these are the one that holds the brake caliper to the brake. So let me clean this and put some grease. I'm almost out because I learned a lot from doing the first set. If not, then probably I'll have a lot. Probably this will be enough for all 4, but just get 2 just in case you don't want to run out of any lubricants while you have your wheels out. Okay, let me get this in, and then I'm going to grease the other screw. That's in. And when you grease, do not put grease on the thread, just on the smooth surface here. Alright, that's off. Just a little bit on the top and the bottom, just a little bit. Okay. Alright, so tighten with your hand as much as you can so you know that the threads or the screw are going in properly. So if you start with a wrench or impact gun, and if the screws are not aligned properly, you will mess up. It will be much more costlier than replacing this brake at the service center. Alright, that's good. Alright, that's good. good. Okay, I'm going to torque it to 65 pound-feet of torque. Alright, I have it set in 65 pound-feet of torque. Alright, 65. It's good. Alright. And we are good. So it took me less than 30 minutes to do this part. Alright, so let me make sure visually inspect everything. We have clips on all 4 clips in place. You have the thing that will squeak once you almost run out of brakes. It's there. Alright, everything is looking great. I'm gonna put the wheel back on. All right, perfect. Okay. All right, lug nuts are in. Let's check the other side too. Okay, so I'm going to lower the vehicle down, and then I'm going to torque the lug nuts to 76 pound-feet of torque. Out. And the right side is out. Nothing under the vehicle before I lower it down. Now I need to torque it to 76 pound-feet of torque. Alright, 76. And here again. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 76 pound-feet of torque on all lug nuts. Thank you all for watching, and please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the brake pad that I'm going to use with Duralast Gold, and make sure that you get pads for the back. It's different size for back and front, so make sure it's for correct whichever back or front that you're replacing. I'm going to use this to is a brake front and rear brake caliper tool. So in the caliper you just need to squeeze that caliper back into place so that the new brake with that is thicker can fit properly. And I have a brake lubricant too that I bought to put on parts that holds the brake together. And also this bushing, I'm going to replace that, so I'm going to need this lubricant to put the new bushing in.